Aloha sports fans, and welcome to the state basketball edition of the Maui News Sports Report. I'm Rob Colias, joined once again by Jordan Helly. And Jordan, we were treated to a game for the ages last night at a packed Lahaina Civic Center. The Lahaina Luna girls, top ranked, top seeded in the state, get by with a 61-57 decision over ILH runner-up, a very good team. The Lunas are now 28-1 on the season. That matches the best team I've ever seen in MIL basketball, boys or girls, the 2004 Maui High boys, who finished 28-1 with Gene Rivera, the Finau brothers, Van Komatsu, Efren Owase, and many, many others. This Luna team has a chance, really, in my estimation, to reach best ever in MIL history. 2 more wins would be 30-1 state title. Only one Division I team has ever won a state title in the MIL, and that was the Lunas in 2010.
Yeah, you and I have been kind of privileged in our lives to sit in on some very, very electric atmospheres, professional events, college events, and this atmosphere at the Lahaina Civic Center was at the top of my list. It was so loud in there. You know, we got the privilege of doing radio, my father and I, and the reports back where people could not hear us through the radio because it was so loud. I know I was screaming into the microphone at times, literally at the top of my lungs. And that really, I think, buoyed the Lahaina Luna girls team. It was kind of a good break for them to get to play such a team as Marino at home. Lindsay Bates stepped up big time, fighting through some cramps at the end. 16 points, 3 assists, 7 rebounds as a point guard. She's maybe 5'5".
Yeah.
7 huge boards. Her sister Taylor, 12 points combined. The two of them shot 8 for 10 from the three-point line as a team. Lahaina Luna shot 10 for 18. Really shot the lights out. Really a big difference in this ball game as well. The two Hafokas, Folau Hafoka, 8 points, 8 rebounds, 5 steals. Those steals were huge, especially in their full-court transition defense. Male Hafoka, 8 points and 8 rebounds as well. Everybody kind of chipped in to give Lahaina Luna a 2-1 advantage on the glass in that one. That was a huge difference. That one sequence at the end where they were tied 4 offensive rebounds ended up with Folau Hafoka hitting 2 big free throws to give them the lead. Lahaina Luna fought through some foul trouble. Loke Vasquez, who hit the 2 big free throws at the end to ice it, picked up her 4th foul in the second quarter, finished the ball game. At one point, Lahaina Luna had 4 players on the floor in the 4th quarter with 4 fouls. Only Taylor Bates picked up her 5th. But a tip of the cap to Marino. They gave Lahaina Luna everything they could handle. Sophomore point guard Lexi Delovio, as impressive a point guard as we have seen in a long time. 24 points, 12 of 16 at the free throw line. She really carried Marino for the vast majority of that ball game. But Lahaina Luna, with that crowd and with the clutch performances down the stretch, really just enough to move on to the semifinals.
And just, I was touched at the end. Taylor Bates fouls out and leaves the game in tears. I talked to her after the game. I talked to her sister after the game. A special effort by her sister and the rest of that team to get Taylor to the state semifinals. Luna's own wins over the other 3 semifinalists, Mililani, Punahou, and Hilo. And you pointed this out to me. Out of the quarterfinalists, they own wins against 6 of the other 7 teams that were in the quarterfinals. This is a very, very special team. The way the Lunas picked up for Taylor Bates, especially her sister, Lindsay Bates, down the stretch, and to get to the semifinals and keep the season alive. If this team reaches 30-1, again, in my opinion, best team ever from the MIL in basketball, boys or girls. And Jordan, a great week really for MIL girls basketball. King Keiko Like, MIL Division I runner-up, makes the quarterfinals with a big win over Moana Lua, and MIL Division II champion Molokai makes the semifinals and finishes 4th in that tournament.
Great week for MIL girls basketball, great showings on Oahu and the Lunas here on Maui.
This week, we move to boys basketball tournament in the league. The Division I champion is Baldwin. The Division II champion regular season is Seabury Hall. But I think both of those teams have a lot of work to do this week.
Yeah, it'll be 2 wide-open tournaments. Seabury Hall, perfect run through the Division II slate, but had a couple of tough ones this weekend on Lanai. We've seen them get some good games on Maui from Lanai as well, from St. Anthony. Molokai has picked up a few wins late in the season, so I think it'll be a wide open Division II tournament. Only one berth to the state tournament. Division I, Baldwin has lost once in league play to Lahaina Luna. Kinke Kaulike, Maui High, Lahaina Luna really battled it out in the middle of the pack all season long. Kamehameha Maui is healthy as they kind of make a run in this tournament. So be wide open to the second spot in the state tournament for Division I. Really in the heart of state tournament season for everybody. I know we had a couple of other state tournaments going on with
We did, and
girls basketball and soccer.
Before we move to that, we have some video of a 360 dunk on senior night from Chase Iwata Bartlemy, the reigning MIL Division I Player of the Year, and last chance perhaps this week, or certainly last chance to see him play as a prep on Maui. This young man has a bright future in college basketball, no doubt. State soccer, a little bit of a disappointment for the MIL 1 and 6 combined at the Division I and Division II girls state soccer tournaments. The only win coming in a fifth-place semifinal for MIL champion Kamehameha Maui. They had bigger thoughts, but they only lose one senior of note in Lily Higashino. I think they'll be a force to reckon with next year. And before we wrap things up, we got to talk about two young men, two MIL graduates who signed letters of intent to play Pac-12 football. Hercules Mataafa, the defensive lineman for Lahaina Luna, he'll be at Washington State. And Pasoni Tassini, a blast from the past, 2 years at Snow Junior College, and he fulfills a promise to his mom, his family. He will be the first in his family, a large family at that, to attend college, and he signs with the Utah Utes. I look forward to seeing both of those guys play college football.
Yeah, a couple of guys who just terrorized MIL offenses at defensive line positions. Hercules Mataf, of course, the last couple of years at Lahaina Luna. Pasoni Tassini a couple of years ago at Baldwin. Bright futures for both of those young guys.
And that's our report for this week, and send us your bobbleheads.